Alright, first up I'm going to start off with vanilla, and I'm just going to put that underneath my brow as a highlighter. Then I put the same colour into my tear duct area, blending it upwards and into the middle a little bit. Now I'm going in with the same brush, or this is a MAC 239 if you're wondering, and I'm going in with Tête à Tint, and I'm going to apply that all over my lid. Now I'm going in with my MAC 217, which is just a blending brush, and I'm going to blend this line out a little bit because I want this just really natural look. And now I'm going in with cork using the same brush. I'm going to look straight forward and just apply that in my crease. And now I'm grabbing a small pencil brush, this is the MAC 219, and I'm grabbing cork again, and I just apply that slightly under my lower lash line. Now I'm going in with vanilla again, and just put a little dot just in the center of the eye and blend it out. This will just open your eyes a lot more. Now because we're going for such a natural look, I'm actually going to put a little pop of colour or sparkle just in the tear duct area with a tiny little brush, like that one. And I'm using, this is from Masquerade. It's just a loose pearly sort of silver glitter. So now I'm going to just apply that around my tear duct. Now I'm actually going to fill in my brows, and I'm using cork again. And I just fill it in ever so slightly. And now I'm going to set it with the clear brow set from MAC, just to give it that shape. Now I'm going to use my MAC 212, which is a flat brush, and I'm going in with my Coastal Scents eyeliner in brown. I do not want to use an eyeliner today because it would completely destroy this very natural eye. It's just there to enhance my eyelash. So what I'm going to do now is make sure your fingers are clean. I'm going to lift this up, and I actually just fill in where the lashes touch the skin. Oh, by the roots, if you want to name it like that. Okay, once that's done, you can go in from the top, press your lashes down like that, and just press it on. You don't really put anything on your skin, you put it more in between your lashes. I'm just going to show you the comparison. This eye and this eye. Next up I'm going to curl my lashes. High definition, very important that you don't have any lumps and clumps and anything that looks a bit blotchy, or anything that looks kind of blotchy like that. So now I'm just using Fascinating, the eye kohl from MAC in white, and I'm just going to put that, make sure you lift your lash out a bit, otherwise you're going to paint on your lash, and just pop that in the middle of the eye. If you bring this colour all the way to the ends and the front here, it looks absolutely fake, I think. So if you just put that tiny little bit of white just in the middle, it just makes your eyes pop. Difference. Okay, so my eyes are finished, And now I'm just going to apply some lipstick, and I'm using Freckle Tone from MAC. I'm not going to use a lip liner because I think sometimes lip liners look a little bit unnatural, and it's very hard to find exactly the same color to a lipstick, and I don't think I've got anything matching at the moment. So I'm just going to apply this lipstick on its own, and I'm wearing that base from the foundation anyway, so it's going to be good. And because everything else is so very natural, I'm just going to use Amberous from MAC, which is a lip gelée. And I just apply that with my finger. Now, as you noticed, I'm still a little bit shiny from the foundation because the foundation doesn't set as a powder. So what we're going to move on to now is the powder. And I'm using Prep and Prime Translucent Powder from MAC. This is very, very finely milled. It's a lot finer than any other powders out there. This is so far the best powder that I have actually purchased and found here in Australia that has the same properties to another high def powder. So what I'm going to do now is use a tiny brush like that one. I'm just going to put that onto my T-zone. And I'd rather press it on than swirl it around, because this way we won't destroy the makeup. Now, because the makeup has set quite a bit more than it was before, you won't put any holes in the makeup either. And I concentrate on areas that get oily the fastest. This powder is fantastic on dark skin as well because it doesn't look grey when you put it onto the skin. I'm going to use that same powder under my eyes. This is the only powder that I have found so far that does not crease. So it doesn't really settle into the fine lines, and well, it does settle into them, but you don't see it. It's so fine that it's just invisible. You can see how these bits are still shiny, but the middle is nice and matte. And for a high def look, I think that if everything is matte, your whole skin is matte, it just looks very unnatural because everyone has a natural glow to them. Now I'm going to move on to some blush and bronzer, which I will just concentrate on the outside. I haven't put any powder here to set it with because I think the powder that I'm going to apply now is more than enough to make it look natural. And where I get oily is the T-zone. And the sides, to have that natural glow, I think it's great. I'm going to use Dainty from MAC, and I'm using the 168, and I just want this really natural flushed effect. Just work my way up. And I'm using the bronzing powder from MAC, which is called Matte Bronze. It's matte. So that's why I thought I won't use another powder around the face. And I'm just using the big brush. And just concentrate on that 3. Concentrate on the outer areas of my face. My Estee Lauder Signature Bronzing Shimmer in number 2. Looks like that. And I'm just going to dip in my brush. And I just concentrate it to wherever I want that highlighter. So I'm not going to set anything else with another powder, and that's everything. This is my high def look. Very natural, still glowing. See how the rest of the powder has mattified it a little bit more, but during the day my natural oils still have a chance to come out. The powder sits lovely on my skin. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything, and it looks very natural. It's a very neutral eye with a very neutral lip. Perfect for an everyday makeup. But anyway, that's all for today, and I hope you enjoyed, and more videos coming up very shortly. I'll see you guys soon.